Welcome back to the deep dive. We've got a really thought-provoking session lined up today.
Definitely.
It's one that kind of challenges some basic ideas about what wealth really means
Mm-hmm.
and, how people flex in today's world. It seems the stuff we've been digging into suggests our usual perceptions. They might be a little skewed.
Right, maybe leading us down paths that don't actually get us where we think they will.
Exactly. So our mission today is really to pull back the curtain on this. We want to explore this fascinating contrast we found in the sources.
Yeah, this difference between the symbols people show off.
Right, and what those symbols actually represent. Like, why do some people seem to tie their whole identity, their self-worth, to a brand name?
While others are chasing something completely different, a much more valuable kind of logo, you could say.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's unpack this. So the thing that immediately jumped out at me reading through this material was this really stark observation. It suggests, pretty bluntly actually, that poor people often brag about the logo on their shirt.
Wow, yeah, that's direct.
It is. It's almost like a gut punch when you first read it, isn't it? Makes you stop and think.
Definitely.
I want you, our listener, to just think about what that looks like day to day. The sources give some, pretty clear examples.
Like what?
Like, picture someone who just got paid. What's the first impulse? For a lot of people, it's, straight to the store for the newest sneakers.
Right, the latest phone.
The latest iPhone, yeah, or that designer belt everyone's talking about. We've all seen it. Maybe even felt that urge ourselves sometimes.
Sure, it's relatable.
And what do you think is really being communicated there with those purchases?
What's the underlying message?
Well, our sources suggest it's like broadcasting something, a public statement almost.
Sure.
It's like saying, look at me. I've tied my entire self-worth to someone else's name stitched on my chest. Or, printed on my bag.
That's a powerful way to put it. Connecting consumption directly to identity.
Right. It's about how we see ourselves through what we buy.
What's truly fascinating here, I think, is how this perspective just cuts right through the surface level.
How so?
Well, it argues that this kind of display, it isn't actually genuine confidence. It's not a reflection of real worth.
Okay.
Instead, it's often insecurity disguised as style. That's the phrase used.
Insecurity disguised as style. Wow.
Yeah. When you think about it, attaching your value, your identity to some external label,
Yeah.
a brand that isn't you, it kind of suggests a lack of inherent self-worth, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Like needing something outside yourself to feel validated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like wearing a sign that shouts your aspirations, maybe, instead of actually embodying them through real achievement. It's the appearance of success before the hard-won reality.
The illusion before the substance.
Precisely. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it really speaks to this common pattern in society, this chasing the appearance of wealth before actually building it.
Right. The fake it till you make it idea, but maybe applied in a damaging way.
Could be. People often think that if they look successful, they'll feel successful, or at least others will see them that way, and maybe that opens doors.
Uh-huh.
But the sources here, they're pretty clear that this kind of flexing with brands is often actually signaling the opposite. It might signal financial fragility, maybe even debt, just hidden behind those flashy items.
Suits a mask.
In many cases, yeah. So let me ask you, the listener, what stands out to you about this idea of flexing with brands? What do you think it truly represents? Is it validation, pure aspiration, or maybe something else entirely?
That's a really good question to pause on for me. What hits home is how much it feels connected to needing that external thumbs up.
Validation.
Yeah, it's almost like trying to convince ourselves and everyone else that we've arrived before we've actually, built the foundation.
It's a powerful illusion, like you said.
It really is. Trying to fit in, be seen as having made it,
Yeah.
but maybe at the cost of actually making it. It's such a human thing, wanting acceptance, but yeah, it can really steer you wrong.
And that idea of chasing the illusion, it leads us perfectly into the contrast, doesn't it?
It really does, because this is where the difference in thinking becomes incredibly sharp. Okay, so let's shift gears. Let's step into the mindset of someone who's genuinely achieved financial freedom, real independence.
Right.
What do they brag about? What's their ultimate status symbol, according to this material?
Not the watch or the car.
Nope. The material gives us this incredible insight. What they truly flex isn't something they wear or drive. It's a concept. He brags about the logo on his calendar, the word free.
Free.
Just think about that. Not an object, but an experience, a state of being.
Yeah.
And the sources give real concrete examples of what this freedom looks like. It's stuff like, I don't have to set an alarm clock. Simple, but profound.
That resonates.
Or I choose where I live, not because my job dictates it, but just based on where I want to be.
Real choice.
And this one's crucial. I choose who I answer to, meaning they control their own work, their commitments. Their flex isn't Gucci, it's freedom.
That's the real luxury.
It's the ultimate luxury. The power to control your own time, your energy, your choices. It's a totally different kind of status. It speaks to inner power, not just, outward show.
Absolutely. And digging into that, this idea of freedom isn't just presented as, a nice bonus. It's framed as the ultimate currency.
More valuable than things.
Way more valuable and more lasting than any material possession. But here's the critical part, and the sources really hammer this home.
Okay.
It's how this freedom is acquired. It's not just luck or inheriting money for most people. It's earned, intensely earned.
Right. It doesn't just happen.
No. The material puts it starkly. Freedom costs more than a Louis Vuitton bag.
That's a great line.
Isn't it? Goes on. Freedom is paid for in years of grinding, in late nights of discipline, in skipping short-term pleasures so you can buy permanent independence.
So it's about sacrifice and delayed gratification.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not about total denial, maybe, but about making smart, sometimes tough choices now for a much bigger payoff later. It's about intentional, sustained effort.
That makes sense. It's an investment.
Exactly. And this brings us to a key concept in the sources. Leverage.
Leverage. Okay.
The truly wealthy, the ones who get that calendar full of free, they understand leverage deeply. They know that every dollar not wasted on ego is a dollar that multiplies.
So instead of buying the flashy thing?
Right. Instead of spending on temporary status symbols, they strategically put that money to work. They invest it, maybe in assets that generate income passively. Or they build businesses that create value without needing their direct time, day in and day out. Or they use money to buy back time by delegating tasks.
Building systems.
Yes. Building systems where money doesn't just grow, it actively. It buys back their most valuable asset, the one you can't renew.
Time.
Time. And that gives them the freedom to choose how they spend their moments, their days, their lives, without being constantly pulled by external demands. That kind of control. Well, that's a luxury no expensive handbag can ever really provide.
Wow. That distinction is huge, isn't it? Chasing appearance versus actually owning your time, your life.
It's fundamental.
It really is the difference, like you said, between being a consumer of status and being an owner of your destiny. Which leads us to this very direct question from the sources. It's aimed right at you, listening now, as you think about your own goals. So the question for you is simple. Do you want to brag about your shoes? Or do you want to brag that on a Tuesday afternoon, while everyone else is at work, you're on a beach with your phone off because you own your time?
That puts it right out there.
It really does. It's not just rhetorical, is it? It frames this basic choice we all face.
Yeah.
It highlights the two paths we've been talking about through this whole deep dive. One path focused on getting that external nod through what you buy.
The validation trap.
Right. And the other focused on, well, internal freedom, peace, really, achieved through smart, disciplined living. It forces you to decide what you really value more. Is it the quick flash of a brand? Or is it that lasting, quiet confidence of, true autonomy?
And this raises an important question. It's about a fundamental shift, almost a philosophical one, in how you see things.
How so?
It's about consciously deciding to move from thinking primarily like a consumer to thinking like an owner.
Consumer versus owner. Okay, unpack that a bit.
Well, a consumer mindset is often reactive, right?
Right.
You're kind of caught in a cycle, buying into trends, responding to ads, always looking for the next purchase to feel good or define yourself.
Yeah, I can see that.
An owner mindset, though, is proactive. It's strategic. It's focused on building assets. And not just financial assets, importantly.
What other kinds of assets?
Assets like time.
Yeah.
Assets like choice, independence, building systems that work for you. Owners tend to see their resources, especially money, as tools. Tools to build freedom, not just to buy more stuff.
So ownership here isn't just about owning property or stocks.
Exactly. Elaborating on what this ownership means, in the context of this deep dive, it's not fundamentally about owning things. It's much deeper. It's about owning your time, owning your choices.
That feels like the ultimate empowerment.
It is. That's the truest form of wealth, according to this perspective. And the sources sum up this goal perfectly, really. It's like a powerful instruction. Don't let brands flex on you.
Mm-hmm.
Build a life so strong that your freedom flexes for you.
Wow. Let your freedom do the flexing.
Yeah. And look, this isn't saying you should reject all nice things or live like a monk. Not at all.
Right.
It's more about aligning your money, your effort, with what actually delivers lasting value, real control, and genuine peace in your life, instead of letting the endless chase for consumer goods control you. It's about defining success on your own terms.
What a journey, yeah. Really challenging some common ideas about success and what wealth looks like.
It really does make you rethink things.
Yeah. At its heart, this deep dive has really shown a light on a powerful distinction for you, our listener, to think about. That huge difference between chasing external validation with brand names and finding that internal satisfaction through real independence, owning your own time. The material makes it so clear. The truly wealthy don't just collect things. They collect freedom.
That's the core message.
And that freedom, that calendar, proudly marked free, that's their ultimate brand. But it's a brand that's paid for, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Paid for with discipline.
Through discipline, smart choices, and yeah, being willing to skip the instant buzz for that permanent, solid independence.
Long-term thinking.
Exactly. So what does this all mean for you listening right now as you navigate your own goals, make your own decisions, shape your own future?
How does it apply personally?
Well, here's maybe a final thought to chew on, something to take with you after this deep dive. The next time you see a fancy brand label or you feel that little pull, that urge to buy the next status symbol, just pause for a second. Ask yourself, is this purchase really helping me build the kind of life where my time, my choices, my peace of mind are my ultimate flex?
That's the real question.
Yeah. Think about what true wealth really looks like for you. And ask if you're investing, truly investing, in the kind of freedom that lets your calendar proudly show off the most luxurious logo there is, the word free.